How's it going, Nerd Report? This is Lewis here, and this video is taking into account that you have already seen Avengers Endgame. So this video will contain spoilers. You are warned. Cool? Cool. All right. So the movie deals with time traveling. So with time traveling, we know it's very difficult to get your timelines correct and your continuity correct. And sometimes going back in time and then going to the future messes things up. Unless you're in a comedy, because then in a comedy, it doesn't matter. Like Back to the Future, for example, and maybe Austin Powers too. So when you deal with time traveling, it's a tricky situation, especially if your film is based on reality. So if you've seen Avengers Endgame, you understand that the film takes place, well, at least the second half, 5 years after the events of Infinity War, meaning that our heroes are brought back and half the population is brought back 5 years after they were snapped out of existence by Thanos. So my question is, does that create a problem with the Spider-Man universe? Because at the end of the film, we saw Peter Parker go back to high school. All his friends were the same age. And as you know, maybe something's off, but isn't high school about 4 years? So we saw all his friends. They're the same age. And everything was fine. I mean, you would think that after a disaster of half the population being zapped, the school system would be kind of disorganized to the point where maybe Peter Parker even has to go to another school where his friends wouldn't be there. It's just kind of weird for me. I'm sure it's something that will probably be explained in the future film, maybe in Homecoming. Far From Home. But as of right now, that is a weird plot thing. And I'm going to ask you guys to please help me explain that possible plot hole. Or is it a plot hole? Or have I missed something? I know that one of my buddies said that Peter Parker came back and then he started school, right? You know, he's in high school again because that's his age. And his friends were coincidentally all, snapped by Thanos as well. Another explanation is that it's a college that looks like a high school, but then doesn't the next movie take place in a high school? So is that a plot? Is that an error or plot hole? Also, you got to take into account that Nick Fury wasn't in the film. Was that something to do with him? And we know Nick Fury is actually in Far From Home. So maybe there's a connection there. I'm sure someone else thought of this as well. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm going to be talking a lot of Avengers, a lot of Endgame, a lot of future of the MCU, a lot of stuff. I'm going to be asking you guys questions because I want to know what you guys think. Because I think this community is the most knowledgeable about movies, especially nerdy movies like Marvel ones. So, to our next video, nerd out, and don't forget to subscribe.